I'm going to be giving all the tips that help me to score 80% and above. Let's go. Medical schools tend to have an examination system. We obviously won't know exactly what's expected of us in each and every station, but roughly we would have an idea of like a domain system, a mark scheme. Familiarize yourself with that. For each medical school, it's slightly different. So it's important to get your hands on that. It's something that's either given by the faculty, or at least if you're not given it, please try and send an email to the appropriate person to get your hands on that. My next tip will be chunking. Chunking. This is something that I've made up, but it's something that we all use. When it comes to remembering your phone number, what do you use? You chunk it. You naturally have a way in which you remember your phone number. And when you say it out to somebody, it's the same rhythm each time. The way in which we naturally remember a lot of things is through chunking. So what I've decided to do to help myself when I became frustrated whenever I'd miss out a random thing in a respiratory examination is I would use the chunking method. So let's get into it. When it comes to an examination, I will split the examination into sections and practice each section over and over again. So I'll start with section 1. I would start from the beginning. For example, if it's a respiratory examination, I would start with the hands. I would go over what I'd look for in the hands over and over again until I finally get it. I'll check for all the different clinical signs. And if I got it wrong, I'll start at the beginning again. Then I'd move on to the face. I'll practice the face, look for the different signs. And then if I got it wrong, start again. But what I always do is make sure that once I've learnt the first and second section, I'll go back to the first and run it through all the way to the second section. Then I'll move on to the third section, practice that from beginning to end, over and over again. And the idea is that you combine all the different chunks into one, then you finally can smoothly perform the examination without missing out on things because of muscle memory. You've practiced each section to a T multiple times. Outside the examination, when you're reading the brief, you want to make sure that you know exactly what they expect of you. So whether it says it's one thing you need to do, take a history, do an examination, make sure you do exactly that, because you're also being tested on you understanding what's expected of you. If it says to perform just an examination, don't go in there and waste your time doing a history. That's not what they expect. Whereas if it says do a history, examination, and communicate the information back to the patient, then make sure you do just that. Another thing I'd say to do if you have time when you're outside reading the brief of the examination, I would say that first of all, read it again to make sure you understand what's expected of you. And then if you can, go through the parts of the examination or the history that you tend to miss. For example, there might be a section of a gastro exam that I tend to miss all the time. So I'd run through the gastro examination in my head and I'll tell myself, remember that you forget this all the time. Have this at the forefront of your mind. So when you walk into the station, you'd be like, okay, this is a part that I always forget. Let me remember it this time. I know that sounds a bit weird because if you forget it all the time, why would you now remember it? But the fact that you've practiced enough, you know your weaknesses, right? So remind yourself, okay, Faith, don't forget to check for jaundice, for example. So yeah, you go into the examination and you've kind of just done the exam in your head before you've actually done the examination in real life. My next tip, depending on your medical school, is to write things down. Following on from what I previously said, understanding what's expected of you. Usually what I would do is if I knew that I had to do multiple tasks in one station, I would write down history. I would write down examination. I would write down communicate it back. So that when I look down at my notes during the station, I can remember that I have to move on because I have other things to complete in this examination that I don't want to lose marks on. And another tip that helped me to score really well, especially during COVID times where I had to practice for my OSCEs, was getting a teddy bear. A big teddy bear that had its own limbs. It helped me so much to practice my examinations because I could do it over and over and over and over and over again. Obviously, a teddy bear is not a real person, but when you don't really have anyone that you can practice with, and I was away from campus at the time, so I was on my own in a house share. So all I had was this massive teddy bear, and I can say to you that the year that I got that teddy bear, it was the year that I did the best that I've ever done in my OSCE. So I can tell you that. And also another way you can practice is through Zoom, Teams with your friends. Because if you know you're just going to practice your history skills, then you can always do it over the phone, over your computer. And I feel like COVID times has really helped to promote those kind of things. And that allows more practice in your own home. You don't have to travel. I mean, obviously, most people will probably prefer to practice in person. But if you can't, then just know that that's always an option. And my biggest tip is to try and be yourself. I know that examinations are very robotic. They can be very, feel like you're acting. And that's true. But in my experience, I felt like I started to do a lot better when I stopped being so robotic and just tried to allow my personality to shine through. And I feel like the way in which you can really get into that is through practicing a lot, because you then become confident in your ability, and then you can relax a bit and just be yourself. And then naturally you become even more comfortable because you're just being yourself. But anyway, that tip, take it as you wish. But personally, I feel like that helped me so much. So yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Take care, guys.